morning, buddies. Nice
friends.
Again. Today is
Wednesday.
May 6th, right? I think.
Sure is.
Yesterday we talked about text features in our nonfiction reading, right? Is nonfiction real or made up? Mm-hmm. Which one? Real or made up?
Real.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you what we're learning about today, friends, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so we are in Module 3, Unit 3, and in Lesson 2, or on Lesson 2. You're right, Imad, real. Mm-hmm. All right, so what are we learning about today? Today we are continuing to talk about pollinators, plants, and their relationship. So remember, that means how they connect to each other. And we're also going to continue talking about one specific type of text feature that we talked about yesterday. Do you know what it is, Miss Tishalay?
It's the caption.
The captions. What is a caption, friends? What does it tell you? Raise your hand.
Remembers from yesterday. Yeah. What does the caption do? Wow. There's a picture, and then what's the caption do for that picture?
Either raise a hand or go ahead and type it in the chat. What does a caption do? Or what is a caption? I'll type the word caption for you in case you need help spelling it. What is a caption? Use your think time.
There's an example on your screen right now of a caption.
I see some people are typing.
I see some people are thinking.
Mm-hmm. You should be doing one or the other, typing or thinking, or raising your hand. Imad, do you remember what a caption is? So this right here is a caption to this picture. So what exactly is this thing doing?
It's telling the reader what it's doing.
Yeah, so the word... Go ahead, Miss Tishalay.
I was going to say, it's telling the reader what the picture is about.
Yeah, it explains the picture a little more. Exactly. Good job, Imad. All right, so we're going to start off, friends, with a little song. A little capture the caption song. Before we start, I'm going to read you this little box right here that defines the word caption. So caption is a text feature that describes an image in a variety of texts. So you can have captions in all types of books. It doesn't just have to be a nonfiction book, but it describes what picture you're looking at. All right, ready, Miss Tishalay?
I think.
Okay, let's hear your beautiful, beautiful song.
Okay, ready? It's called Capture the Caption Song. And it's sung to row, row, row your boat.
So row, row, row your boat is like row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. You know that song, friends? It's like to the tune of that. I don't know if they know it, Miss Tishalay.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Captions are a text feature everyone should know. They tell you more about
an image
above or down below.
Can you guys sing with us? Unmute yourself and sing with us. Brandon, especially you. Who will sing with us? London will sing with us, right, London? Yeah, London will sing with us. Unmute yourself. Briella, will you sing with us?
Imad Nissan can sing with us.
Adanya will sing with us. Yes, the songbirds of our generation should definitely sing with us.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Captions are a text feature.
Captions are a text feature everyone should know.
They tell you more about
an image above or down below.
Wow.
So good.
I'm impressed with all of our singing voices here.
Mhm.
So the message of that song, the message of that song is that captions tell you about a picture and that they're either above or below the picture. That's the main point of us singing you that wonderful, incredible song. Okay? All right. So I want you to just look at this picture. Don't read the words yet. Look at the picture and think about what it's showing you. Take 1 minute to think. What is that picture showing? And use some detail. So don't just say it's showing a bee. What really is happening in that picture? Up when you have a great idea of what you would say. What caption would you write for this picture?
No.
You want to call on somebody, Miss Tishalay?
Sure. I'm going to read the options and then choose from the options for which one matches or which caption is the best match for the picture. So there's 3 different sentences. Which one matches our picture best? Sentence number 1 that says the bee is flying away. Sentence number 2 that says the bee is making honey. Or sentence number 3 that says the bee is eating nectar. So hold up on your finger a 1 for the bee is flying away, a 2 for the bee is making nectar, or a 3 for the bee is eating nectar. Sorry, number 2 was the bee is making honey.
We should see your finger showing 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Which one is the best caption? I see a 2, I see a 3, I see another 3, another 2. See a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s.
So we know that number 1 is not right, and you are absolutely right. It is not number 1. The bee is not flying away. So now we're left with the bee is making honey or the bee is eating nectar. So is it number 2, the bee is making honey? Usually bees make honey in a hive with a lot of other bees. The hive is usually grayish brown.
And usually when
or is it number 3, the bee is eating the nectar?
Think about what they go to the flower for. So show us again. Do you think it's 2 that he's making honey, or 3 that he's eating nectar? Emad says 3.
Viella says 3.
I think
London says 3.
Yeah, so friends, you're right. It is number 3. The bee is eating nectar. That's what they go to the flower to do. Okay, so the caption of this picture in a nonfiction book would say, the bee is eating nectar or something similar to that. Okay, now I want you to try to think of your own. This time you're going to share what caption you would write for this picture of a bee on a purple flower. So think about what you would say, and then I'm going to call on somebody. I'm just going to pick somebody to share what they would say. So be ready to share in 20 seconds. Okay, I'll count down. Count down from 10 twice. That'll be 20.
What is the question?
What caption would you match for this photograph? What would you say for the caption?
Oh.
Okay, let's see. London, what caption would you say for this photograph?
The bee is eating nectar.
The bee is eating nectar? You'd say the same caption as the last one? Okay, that's a good choice. B typed the same thing in the chat. The bee is eating nectar. Does anybody have a different caption that they would say? Maybe you could add a little more to that. Emad?
The bee is going to go to a different flower.
Sure, the bee is going to a different flower. Is he right now in this picture moving to a different flower? No, could you say something like he landed on a new flower
He landed on a new flower.
and he is, what's he doing right now? Do you think he's looking for nectar? You typing? Okay. Yeah, I might say something like the bee flew to a new flower and is sipping the nectar, right? All right.
I might say something like the bee visited the purple flower because of its bright colors.
Oh, good one, Miss Chalet. Good one. All right, here's another one. Similar. Use a caption with a little bit more detail this time. Take about 10 more seconds and think of a caption for this photo, but with a little bit more detail than the last one. We know that the bee is drinking the nectar, but what else can you see in this photograph? Let's see, I want to call on Briella. Briella, what caption would you give to this photograph?
The caption that I'll get to this photograph is that this bee is on a blue flower to get the nectar.
Good. The bee is on the blue flower to drink the nectar. I like how you use some of the information that's there, and then you also added some more details. Good. All right. Last one. This one is a really cute, funny picture of a bee. Think of a caption for this one. This one you can add lots of details. You can see all the stuff going on there. What's on the bee? Why is he there? Oh, good, Imad. The bee is getting nectar from the bright blue, colorful flower for the last one. Good job. What would you say about this one? Anaya, what would you say about this photograph?
I don't know what to freaking say. And I'll give you the last one. He's drinking, the bee's getting the nectar out of the flower.
Okay, and what is all over his body?
Nectar.
Listen to
Not
me.
nectar, the other thing that starts with a P.
Don't wait for
Soil? No.
It rhymes with pollen.
Puff.
Pollinate.
Pollen.
Pollen.
He's got pollen all over his body. Miss Ishley, what caption would you give this photograph?
I would say, while the bee is visiting the yellow flower, pollen sticks to its furry body.
I have more.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
He goes to a different flower to get off the sticky stuff off the bee.
Oh, he goes to another flower to get the sticky pollen off his body. That's great, Anaya. Kiss your brain. Really good details. Okay, so that was some good practice in thinking of details to describe the photograph. So kiss your brains for that hard work. Yeah, Iman, you're right. He has pollen on his body. So now we're going to move on to our next project.
Woohoo!
What we're doing, Miss Duchalet?
What?
You want to explain what we're doing?
Sure. So friends, we are going to make a presentation using information from the pollinator text and your bee writing booklet. So today, friends, we created kind of like a slideshow that you're going to put your information and all of the things we've learned about onto. So today, your learning target is I can write slides number 1 and number 2 for my presentation using information from the pollinator text and my bee writing booklet.
So yesterday we read a text about bees, apples, and tomatoes during ELA, and then you read one about flies, wasps, chocolate, and blackberries, I believe, right?
Uh-huh.
So you now know 4 different types of plants and 4 different pollinators. I'm sure you could think of a 4th one from what we've learned that have relationships to help us grow our food. So your job, like Miss Ishley is saying, is to write some informational writing in, not your bee writing, from your bee writing booklet, in your pollinator booklet. We'll call it a booklet. It's just going to be those slides, again, like we've been doing our writing on for the last few weeks. Jamie, do you have a question? Jen? Go ahead.
It's got a question. And there's pollinators, bees,
Yeah.
butterflies, moths, and a spider.
Bees, butterflies, moths, bats, spiders. You're right. Wasps, flies. There's so many. Thank you.
Bats,
for
hummingbirds.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to show you some examples of the 2 slides that you're going to write today. And then you're going to go ahead and get started on those. So you're going to be able to pick which type of plant you're going to talk about and which pollinator you want to go with it. So you need to start thinking now of a fruit or a vegetable or a flower, but probably a fruit or a vegetable that you can eat that pollinators help make. Okay, so be thinking
I'm
about.
showing 2 right now. I'm sure I can go find more.
I see grapes, bananas. Okay, so I want you, Brene, are you leaving? You keep saying bye. You should stay. You should probably stay with us. Okay, so I want you to look over here. So these are little note cards, but in your, I'll show you your book afterwards. I just want to show you these examples quickly so that you know what you're doing. No, B, we're sharing directions. You need to stay. Okay, so first you're going to introduce your fruit, your vegetable, or your flower, whatever it is that you're talking about that pollinators help make. You're going to name it and you're going to share an interesting fact or share why it's important to you. So if I'm going to talk about apples, because I really like apples, I might say something like, apples are important to me because I use them to make muffins, to make apple muffins. You could say, grapes are important to me because Miss Deschele likes to eat them for breakfast. You could say, cucumbers are important to me because I like to put them in my water. Think of something that you like to eat that grows in the ground to talk about here. Okay? Somebody repeat that direction or that task to me back. Raise your hand so you can share what you're going to do. Imad, go ahead. What are you going to do first?
First, you're going to introduce your fruit or vegetable or flower.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to introduce it by sharing a fun fact about it or why it's important to you. Lemons. Yes, lemons are very yummy, Jamie. The second thing you're going to do is reveal your pollinator. Which pollinator are you talking about? So if I was talking about apples, I might say the secret behind the apple is bees. And then I'll say, this is how bees help the apple flower. And then I'm going to explain what bees do to help apples grow. Brene, do you want to share something?
Yeah. How
Okay,
do you spell orange?
Orange. You want me to type it in the chat for you? There you go. That's how you spell orange.
Well, just get out of my way.
Okay, you work on that, friends. I'm going to X out of this, and I'm going to show you your task, your actual task that you need to do. Sound good, Miss Deschele?
Sounds really good. And then maybe we can come up with a list of all different fruits and vegetables with them.
A wonderful idea. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. So this is what your writing booklet is going to look like this time. It's called My Pollinator Presentation. So it's kind of like a book and kind of like something you would share like in front of people. But since we're not all together, we're all going to write them down instead. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Okay. All right, so you're going to first, of course, type your name. Whatever your name is, type it there. Make sure you do that, though. I don't want you to forget to do that. Then you're going to go to slide 1. Do you see, friends? I want you to pay attention to how it says slide 1 in the corner. They're all labeled like that. So for today, you're working on slide 1 and slide 2. So make sure when you're writing, you check and make sure it says either slide 1 or slide 2. Okay, roger that?
Roger.
Okay.
The rest is normal numbers.
What, Brene? What'd you say?
The rest is normal numbers.
Are we only
doing 1 and 2?
Yep.
Correct. Just
one and
slide
two.
1 and slide 2.
And I'll write that down when I post it for you, okay? So you don't forget. Okay, so you're going to fill in the blanks here. Wherever it says type here is something that you need to type, you need to fill in. So put your fruit or your vegetable here. Jamie seems really interested in lemons. So Jamie will type lemons. And it'll say lemons are important to me because, Jamie, why are lemons important?
Because they're fruit and they're yummy to eat.
Because they are yummy to eat. Perfect. So now my whole sentence, when I read it together, says lemons are important to me because they are yummy to eat. Great job, Jamie.
Perfect.
And then you're gonna go to slide 2 and you're gonna fill in the same thing. So here, you're gonna type your fruit again. So Jamie will type, the secret behind the lemons is, Jamie, what pollinator are you gonna talk about? You can talk about bees? Okay, so she's gonna type bees. The secret behind the lemons is bees. This is how the bees help the lemon. So wherever it says fruit or vegetable, you're typing in the same thing, the same fruit or vegetable. And wherever it says pollinator, you're typing in the same pollinator that you're writing about. So just pick one food, one pollinator, okay? And then down here, you're gonna explain what the bees do to help the lemons grow or whatever fruit or vegetable that you're writing about. Okay, I gave you a lot of directions. To recap quickly, you're filling in slide 1 and slide 2. You're picking one fruit or vegetable and one pollinator to write about. Okay?
And friends, the fruit and vegetable and the pollinator, they stay the same throughout.
Yes, you don't change it. Okay? All right, so you're gonna fill in slide 1 and slide 2, and that's all that you need to do today, and I'll post that for you in just a minute. London, do you have a question? Do you feel confused? Okay, what do you feel confused about? What you need to work on?
No, it's so hard to find it.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
It was just so hard to find it.
Oh, it's hard to find it. Okay, so I'll post.
Guys, I'm really gonna leave.
Sorry, London, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
What if you lose the lesson? So that's what.
Okay, well, we're gonna post the video. So if you wanna go back and watch what we were talking about, you can do that, okay? And I'll type the instructions out for you on Google Classroom too, of what you need to do. All you need to do is type about or write about one pollinator and how it helps a fruit or vegetable grow. Right? That's your target. All right, if you have a question, raise your hand now. If you don't have a question, you can go ahead and leave and get started. I'll post it in just a minute. Briella.
Great job learning.
About Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Don't forget about Mother's Day, Sunday.
Sorry, Briella, what's your question?
So in the 2 big boxes, and one of the boxes, the second one, where we supposed to do again?
This one?
Yeah.
So here you're gonna explain how the bees help the lemons or whatever pollinator and fruit you're writing about. So how do pollinators help the lemons grow? What do they do?
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense to you? Wonderful. All right, friends, we are going to let you go and get started. If you need it, let us know. Bye, friends.
Have a great day of learning.
You too.